Western Kentucky's offense set a ton of records, threw the ball around, had a really good year offensively. A lot of great concepts. One of the concepts that really stood out that they did with extreme tempo is they just got into a double stack look. They had a quick screen to the guy on the backside, and they had inside zone up front. Not just a groundbreaking concept, but the one thing that was really interesting is how quickly they do it. So right here, 34 seconds left on the play clock, and they're getting it snapped, and they're flipping the ball out there to the receiver, getting it out there in space. And we'll roll this back a little bit more all the way to the start of the clip, and right there you can see 39 on the clock as he's rolling it right there, and they're getting set, trying to snap the ball. It was 4th and 5. They got a first down on that, and they snapped this ball a lot of times, especially whenever they throw it out there to the receiver, they snap it under 9 seconds. And right here, they're snapping it 7 seconds after that ball is set. So one thing to kind of talk about on this is that it has to be a one-word call, that they know that they're going to get into a double stack inside zone a certain direction, and it's just a pre-snap to throw the ball out there to the outside. Looking for the numbers in the box, and seeing if they can take advantage of anything outside. A lot of times whenever they switch formations, it might take a little bit longer, like if they're in a 3x1 set or an empty set or something like that, it might take a little bit longer. Right here you can see they were able to snap it really fast, so I think they were in a 2x2 set, and they were able to just stack them up right there and get the ball out quickly. And we'll talk about kind of the basics of this and what you're looking for and the blocking and everything right there of what they do and why they want to stack those receivers to stretch the defense and then also create a little bit of extra space. Not a huge play right there, but with the tempo and everything, it's really interesting keeping those guys off balance. And we'll look at the intricacies of this play as we go. So right here, thinking about the thought process on this play, you've got your fast screens on the outside. That's going to be a pre-snap decision, especially if you're running inside zone, because if you're running inside zone, you might have to read the backside C gap. Obviously, if you're going zone base, it could be totally different right there. We don't have to read backside C gap. But right here, as you can see, if you're just counting the box, you see you got 4-2, so that's a 6-man box. So you should be outnumbered somewhere. Ball gets snapped. Quarterback just takes a step back, getting away from the running back coming across, flips it out there. Again, right there, 10 seconds after the ball is spotted, gets it out there, gets a completion. Great job right there by the receiver, getting his base about him. He doesn't really go anywhere. He knows he's going to be pretty aggressive. He gets his feet square to the outside, and now he's got his hips low so he can extend right there and then just work his feet right there. Now he's square. He can make a two-way cut either way on all these guys. He's able to get a first down. Now, if you run this back, obviously the box is with a 6-man box. You're going to want to get that ball out in space. If I was telling this quarterback what to do, I'd say, hey, man, you might probably want to flip it down there to that side because this is the backer that's the tightest one to the box. That guy's a little bit wider over there. So right there, I'm going to flip it to him, let him try to stretch and then go vertical right there, try to get that first down. But then over there to the field, still quite a bit of space. Great block right there on the outside by the first receiver, and then good job right there making the guy miss, getting vertical and getting the first down. Another good look right here. You can see they're trying to empty that box out, get a little bit wider. Even though these guys are somewhat out of the box, you could probably hand this ball off if you wanted, especially if you're going zone base for 5-on-5, which is what they're doing right there. But he decides he wants to flip it out here. There's enough space with an off corner. He feels good about it. Flips it out there. Good accurate ball on his upfield shoulder, so now he can get as many yards as possible after the catch. Right there, great job. He's under control. The receiver blocking there is under control. He's got his feet square. He's shuffling now. He's able to extend. You can see those hips drop a little bit. He's able to stalemate that guy and just keep moving his feet and give his guy an opportunity. Again, getting your guy in space. There's that linebacker trying to get out of the box. He didn't quite get wide enough on his pre-snap alignment, so they flipped it out there to him. And right there again, excellent block on the outside against the off corner. That guy's trying to run out there. He doesn't make the play. Obviously, athletes in space are going to make guys miss, and that's what they do right there. They end up getting a really good gain right there on a first down. Another look here. Don't get quite lined up quick enough here for ODU, and all they do is catch it, flip it out there as fast as they can. Again, getting it out to the left. They didn't get wide enough, fast enough, so they just flipped it out there to them. Again, great call right there, doing it quickly. 9 seconds off of the play clock right there. So other thing that's impressive about this, get the ball out as fast as you can. Don't let them get lined up, so a lot of times they're going to be less aggressive there at that corner spot. Could have really gone either way. You have an off corner here, have a little bit tighter corner. There's the outside backer. There's the safety rolled down. And right here, obviously, with the box, you can tell that that's what you want to do. So it's 5-1. So again, 6-man box right there. So we got to get the ball out to one of the guys outside. Might have seen that this safety's over here made it 3-on-2. Over here is 2-on-2. Getting it out there as fast as we can. Again, it's 3rd and 1. Get the ball out in space. Make those guys tackle. Hopefully you give a nice accurate ball on that upfield shoulder like he does right here. So now he's got momentum going downhill. He's going to get that first down for sure. This is another look right here. FIU, they ran a lot of 3 safety look in this game, and they're still trying to get lined up right here. You can see again 34 seconds, so 6 seconds right there. The ball snapped, flip it out there off corner. They're still not lined up. Get it out there in space, let you guys go. Obviously, if you didn't like it out there, you just go to the run, and we'll look at those runs. This is a really interesting look right here from West Kentucky. Run this one-word call down here on the goal line, trying to get this ball into the end zone with just a quick screen. As you can see, it looked like they were in a 3-by-1 set. You can see him running across, trying to get set. O-line's getting set. As he's working over there, quarterback's looking around, he's scanning the field. See him, he's looking there, scanning to see what takes place. Right here, this guy understands it's man-to-man. It's on the 2-3 yard line. They're trying to get their saw blitz, whatever it is, going right there and going cover 0. Right here, ball's getting snapped. He's trying to get there. He's not there quick enough. Grabs it, flips it out there just like he's trying to double play. Right there, it's not a lot of space, but just understanding that if you're one-on-one there on the outside, you might have a chance to get in the end zone. That's what they do right there for a touchdown against FIU. Again, right there on the goal line, trying to find a way to just get the ball out there on space with tempo. Obviously, it's pretty similar over there as well. He's trying to get there man-to-man. But obviously, with a right-handed quarterback, you're probably going to go to the left because you're not going to have to flip your hips. It's going to be a little bit quicker to get the ball out that direction if everything's even. And that's what they do right there. Catches it, flips it out there. Good accurate ball to keep him away from that guy. And now he's able to get his momentum going, get into the end zone there for a touchdown. Here's another look of this play on the goal line where they call it. Not sure what this guy's doing right here, but you can see one-word call. This thing's getting snapped with about 30 seconds left on the play clock. He likes the space out here to get this completion whenever, just like we talked about, whenever you get a completion down there on the 2 or 3 yard line and the skill guy getting his momentum going, it's going to be hard to stop him, keep him from getting to the end zone. Here's a look here from West Kentucky against UTSA. It takes a little bit longer to snap the ball when these guys are going to run it. And right here, rightfully so. So right here, UTSA actually has a pretty heavy box. They're actually a 7-man box going cover 0 out here on the outside. So against cover 0 with them that low, you're definitely going to hand the ball off, which obviously that could open up things with the passing game, fake the screen, go, or just vertical with a fade or whatever. But right here, obviously, if you've got that heavy of a box, you're going to have to read backside C, which they actually have 2 guys in the C, so they didn't scrape that hard enough, flat enough, and they're able to get that first down right there. So really good read there by the quarterback. Does it quickly. UTSA rolls down fast enough to get down to the cover 0 and show the look, where it's one of those things where you definitely want to run it. And then obviously he's going to try to read that backside C, especially if that widest guy flies down with 2 off the edge. It's kind of harder to pull the ball. But right there, they're able to get downhill and get that first down, and you can see why they want to hand it off and what it looked like. Here's this play. Again, if they're handing the ball off, it's going to take a little bit longer to get the ball snapped. And again, with this concept, whenever they're running the ball, it's going to take a little bit longer for them to get the ball snapped because obviously he's scanning the field, trying to see if he's got it. He's going to snap it a little bit faster, around 30 seconds on the play clock. When he feels like he doesn't have it on the outside, he slows down just about 2 or 3 seconds and snaps it, sees he needs to read the backside C. So right here, they're running a zone base. So all you're going to do is you can have these 2 for these 2. These 2 are going to take care of those 2, and then he's going to base that backside in right there with a little bit of a zone. So right there, you can see there's the outside backer. He's wide over there. There's the outside backer. They got a safety in the corner over the top of all of it as well. Taking care of 5-on-5 in the box. Let him get downhill. Good cut right there on 2nd and 2. Getting a big gain right there for West Kentucky against Indiana. This is a look here that FAU had a couple different times. Right here, 26 seconds on the play clock. They get 2 over 2 over there, 2 over 2 with a press corner. And what they end up doing is they insert this back down to the weak side, and they have a big gap play over here. So they're trying to make all this spin back if they're going inside zone, which obviously, right here, if you're just looking at it, 5-man box will block those 5. But with him inserting and the gaps that they're filling, they're trying to make that bounce back to that unblocked safety, which is what happens right here. So as you see, 5-man box, we don't really like to throw it either way. So he hands it off. There's that safety rolling down into the alley. Roll it back just a little bit. There he's rolling into the alley. He's square, and it's making everything bounce because everybody fills those gaps, turns it back. He's in the B gap, making it bounce to that C gap where the unblocked defender is, and he makes a good tackle right there in open field. So right there, FAU had that schemed up a little bit, taking away those quick screens, and then also able to fit that just right so they can make that guy bounce back, and that safety can tackle him for 1 or 2 yards. Here's that same look again from FAU. Again, 2 over 2 there, 2 over 2. Probably could have thrown it down here, especially if you felt good about that guy blocking the corner there, because he's so far off. That safety's over there. Could have thrown it to the field, but right there they still want to run it. They're going with tempo. Right here you can see 33 seconds, so they did snap that pretty quick, fairly quickly there to hand the ball off, and there's that safety rolling down again to that alley free blocker, trying to get to that big gap, keep him from being able to run through that big gap. Now he's sitting right there, square, having to make a tackle, made him miss, got the first down on a 3rd and 1. But right there you can see FAU had it schemed up pretty well. They had a guy there for a no gain, and he just misses the tackle. And again, that's part of the spread offense. Whenever you get guys in space, even if they fit it just right, now they still got to make a tackle. Sometimes the moment's too big, and that's what happens right there. And he's able to get his first down and keep the chains moving.